Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading for how to remove a blockage in your life. So what we're going to do is look into what this blockage is, and then we're also going to see how you can remove this blockage or how you can move past it. Sometimes we're moving along in life, everything's going great, we're manifesting our goals and dreams, we're feeling amazing in our bodies and in the present, and then all of a sudden there's this roadblock that hits us. So maybe you feel like you're stuck somewhere and you just can't move forward, or you're feeling indecisive, like you don't know how to make a choice, or perhaps you're waiting for something to come to you when you really could be going out and creating an opportunity. Whatever this blockage is, stay tuned and I'm gonna help you uncover it. So go ahead and choose a card that resonates the most with you. We have three options here. Number one is a card that has a butterfly on it. Number two is a lovely card with a tree on it. And number three is a card that has some birds on it. So whatever card resonates with you the most, or whatever number resonates with you the most, you can select that one. And if you want to fast forward to your reading, you can head to the comments below where the timestamps are posted. I also want to shout out real quick that I am doing personal readings. I only have a couple people in line right now, so if you want to receive a reading, head over to my website. The information is below. I'll see you soon. For those of you guys who choose number one, the butterfly card, we're going to look and see what this blockage is. I see blockages as a way to grow, to learn, to receive blessings. You don't necessarily have to look at it as a bad thing. You can see it more as an opportunity. Okay, so I see a couple things coming out here, okay? So this first blockage is talking about attuning yourself to your true nature. This is the King of Wands, and it represents your potential. The King of Wands is somebody who has confidence, who can be very dynamic, who takes decisive action. Somebody who's loyal, somebody who's able to use their logic and their strong will and determination to press forward in life. So I feel like the blockage here is talking about perhaps feeling indecisive, or maybe feeling a little worried or afraid to make a choice in your life. There could also be a blockage with the fear of taking a risk, or perhaps feeling a little shy and reserved, hiding from life versus going out into the world, putting yourself out there. So this could just be a little phase you've been going through lately. And I feel like there's a strong message here that this could be affecting your abundance. Maybe you're having a blockage right now with finances, or growing your finances, or you feel like that's something that's holding you back from moving forward. And if it's not your finances, it could just be talking about like abundance, like time. Maybe you feel really stressed. Maybe your finances are great, but you have a lot of stress, or you don't have a lot of personal time, or you're not sure how to best manage your time. So let's see how we can help you clear this blockage today. Gonna pull some cards from my angel deck as well. Okay, so we see that perhaps you've been feeling like this lately because you've went through some grief or some loss. So I feel like when you're healing, you will naturally want to pull back a little bit, and it could make you feel like you're not able to make choices and move forward because you need to focus more on the healing. So I feel like this is something you're working through quite naturally, and you will flow past it. So I don't think you're gonna stay blocked here. And the action you need to take isn't this huge thing, you gotta change your life. But we do see that clarity is gonna come through for you. With the Daughter of Swords, what we're seeing here is an energy that's part of you. You are very insightful, you have keen observation, and you have a really strong intuition. You have a lot of attention to detail. So I think this is saying that tapping into your intuition more is going to help you to be able to make a clear decision. Remember that your desires are the compass that point you in the direction of your life mission and soul purpose. So if you ever feel lost on the path or you feel kind of like you're stuck, tapping into what your desires are can really help you. Maybe just writing a list or making a vision board. It's hard to move forward until you have a clear vision or a clear intention set on what is wanted. This is also the Temperance card. It's telling you you pulled back a little bit from life, you got a little bit reserved, and you were in a space where you were just kind of going with the flow and not really making decisions because you needed time to balance from something that had happened, and that is totally okay. So I think you're getting some reassurance here that this blockage is something that just happened naturally on your path and it will pass, okay? So a strong message for you on how to become more dynamic in life, how to become more decisive, and how to make a choice and stick with it and be able to build the finances or the abundance back up in your life. The first thing is working on your energy. So we see the Laughter card here. Life really does respond to your energy, to your vibration, to your thoughts, to your emotions. So you had some time here to clear your energy through this grieving process or through this loss you went through. And I see this opportunity you have now to slowly take steps to enjoy your life more. So this might be spending more time in nature. It could also be spending time around friends or making an effort to do group activities or connect with more friends in your life. And this is just saying, to gather your strength, what little strength you have right now, to have the willingness to connect with people again and to allow yourself to enjoy your life. Maybe focusing on self-care, meeting your needs, enjoyment, picking up a good book that makes you laugh or that's funny, putting a little bit more play in your day, going outside into nature. These are some things that will help you right now. I feel like that's going to help ground your energy and clear these blockages and allow you to slowly kind of integrate back into your normal dynamic energy. So let's go ahead and see what your outcome will be if you're able to flow past this. I feel like for you, this isn't like a huge thing that needs to happen. It's more just something you need to flow to. You're being gently nudged to kind of put yourself back out there after a time of retreat. So the card that you chose, that you were drawn to, was the Six of Wands. And it says, you will be just like this butterfly. You will be enjoying some success. I do see finances coming in or, your stress being lessened. And this is a card of victory, of rising up against all of the odds. This is a card of literally clearing obstacles and clearing blockages. And so the question here with this card is, where will you go with this new set of wings? Maybe what you've been through here is just like this little cocoon phase in life and you needed time to kind of think. You are being called to move forward and to make a decision and to allow yourself to enjoy your life again and, putting more pleasure and more joy into each day as you go with the flow, okay? So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. Okay, so for those of you guys who choose number 2, the card with the tree in it, we're gonna go ahead and see what the blockage is for you right now in your life. And I see blockage as an opportunity. It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing. Sometimes we feel like we're being held back and it's just this horrible thing, but keep in mind that you're exactly where you're supposed to be on this path right now, and you can look at this obstacle as if it's an opportunity. Okay, so there does seem to be a blockage with perhaps your career right now. Okay, and I feel like the blockage is with doing the hustle or doing the grunt work. So sometimes you get on this path where you set a goal and you achieve it, and then it's like, then you have to work towards the next thing, or you have to really dedicate yourself to the path. Let's say, for instance, you started online job, and let's say you started a YouTube channel, okay, for instance, and you got everything made and you put your logo, you designed the channel, and you put your first video up, and like you're hashtagging everything and you're learning about it, and you're watching videos on how to grow the YouTube, and you have all the information and you've like studied it, and you're happy because you got a couple views on your first few videos. But then there's this point where you're realizing, okay, like I'm stuck at this number of followers. I'm kind of making the same content. You know, I don't have what I wanted. I don't have 1,000,000 bajillion followers. I'm not getting that paycheck every month from YouTube. I don't have any sponsors. I'm not monetizing off this. Like maybe your goal starting it was to have fun and enjoy yourself, and also to have a side job or side hustle or have a new career through it. So there's this point where you're like, okay, like you have to really dedicate yourself to making a couple videos a week, to engaging with your followers, to coming up with new ideas, you know, getting better equipment, you know, making the channel look better, creating a community, maybe, you know, starting other social media to go along with it. You know, there's a lot of planning and a lot of work involved and a lot of time. You know, you might have to literally come home from work and you're tired, and then sit down and like get everything ready and film and like prepare for it. And some people like to write outlines for their channel. Some people like to just go with the flow, but it's still like this work you have to do. And so maybe that's what's hard, is you're just like, you feel like you've done a lot of work already, but you still haven't harvested anything, and you want to give up, or you're kind of going back and forth. Like maybe you make one video and then it goes a couple weeks, and then you're like, oh, I got to get back on track. You make another video, but you're not able to like stay consistent. So this blockage here has to do with consistency, and it's not just YouTube. That's an example. I know a lot of you guys out there can probably relate to that. But it could also be consistency in your work. Like maybe you're trying to get a promotion, and you go in one day and you have great energy and you're like getting along with everyone and you're getting your work done and you're meeting your quota on sales or whatever. But then the rest of the week you kind of come into work in a funk and you slack off and you know, show up late or this or that. Like it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back with you and your consistency right now. It could also be that you have a lot of ideas in your head. Like you have an amazing mind and you have so many bright ideas, and you're like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to open a restaurant, and I want to have a clothing line, I want to do that. And you have the plan written down, or you have a good vision board, but it's like you're getting blockage when it comes to either taking action or staying consistent. You're like, I don't know where to start, or I don't feel like this is happening fast enough. Part of this blockage is also an attachment to timelines, okay? So this isn't a bad thing. I feel like this is something all of us go through on the journey at some point, you know? I can totally relate to these messages. I've been through this before. So let's just see how we can help you move past this and kind of clear these blockages so you can move forward and create opportunity and just kind of uplift you. So the first cards we're saying is to have compassion for yourself. Like, don't beat yourself up because you realize you have this blockage, or maybe you have a difficult time with commitment, or maybe you procrastinate. I know how that is. I have ADHD and I have to really push myself to stay dedicated. So some of us have to work harder than others, and that's okay. We all struggle with this. This is congratulating you and kind of showing you that you have a gift with your imagination and your creativity, and not everyone has that. Some people really struggle to come up with ideas. Some people feel very lost because they can't think of the name they're going to name the thing, or the logo design, or the what they want to do. For you that comes easy, but you have to ground your ideas with action. Okay, so we see also that you have a strong gift with communication, that could be what this has to do with. So let's go ahead and pull some more cards on how you can clear this blockage. Okay, so there's a lot of abundance in your future through taking action on this path. I feel like this is telling you, if you knew what was in it for you, if you just stuck with this, or if you just took the action and followed through, you wouldn't even hesitate for a second. So this is telling you, maybe what will help you to move forward is to consider the best possible outcome, or the opportunity that you're really creating when you stay consistent and when you take action on your ideas. So these are both cards of abundance. These are both cards of wealth. I mean, look at all of these pentacles here. Remember, the universe is kind of like a mirror. What you put out does come back to you. Some people call that karma, but yes, what you put out comes back. So when it comes to building something, or your career, or your finances, or building a legacy in your life, consistency is key, because if you put out that consistent energy, the consistent energy will come back. Think of it as planting a seed right here, kind of like to perhaps grow a tree. You have your roots in the ground. This symbolizes the subconscious. This symbolizes imagination, planning, vision, ideas, talking about it, thinking about it, writing about it. But at a certain point, this has got to sprout. And then that little sprout really needs to be attended to. The soil needs to be fertilized. The plant needs to be shaded, or it needs to receive a certain amount of sunlight. It needs to be watered. It needs to be watched over. The area around it needs to be weeded. And it's going to take time for this tree to grow. Rome wasn't built in a day, and this tree is not going to grow in 6 months or 1 year. It could take time. So I feel like for you, what's going to help you clear this blockage is, first of all, releasing timelines, allowing your metaphoric garden or little seed you've planted to take as much time as it needs to grow. Having compassion with this process, not judging how long it's going to take. We also see maybe writing down a list of the best possible outcome, and the opportunities and possibilities that taking this action and staying consistent can actually provide you with. So writing down, if I stay consistent, then this could happen, then this could happen, then this could happen, and really understanding that and growing excitement for that, okay? And then we just see maybe getting yourself on a little plan. So you could make like a month plan, and then you could break it down into plan for the week, and break it down to plan for each day. That's actually what I'm doing right now. I have a 6-month plan. And what I did is I started with what I wanted to see happen within 6 months. And then I worked my way backwards from 6 months. So month 5, what would need to happen to get to month 6? Month 4, what would need to happen to get to month 5? Month 3, what would need to happen to get to month 4? And I worked my way all the way back to month 1. And so I'm on month 1 right now, actually, of a new 6-month plan. And I broke it down. Basically, I just have like a week chart, and I look at my what I need to do for this month, and I just write down one thing a day off of the list to work towards getting that, just focusing on that 1 month, then break it down to just one day at a time, one thing at a time. So that's my process. You can make up your own. Different processes work for different people, but this is talking about scheduling, and at the very least just do one thing a day, even if it's something really small. So this is telling you, you have what it takes. You have nothing holding you back. You have a really bright future. So your outcome, if you're able to stay consistent and to take action on this path, you actually chose it. This is the card that you chose, and it's your outcome. And this is the Six of Cups. So this is a really, really great card. The Six of Cups is all about feeling joyful, feeling happy, feeling free. This is a card of kind of looking back on the past and seeing how far you've come. Being connected with other people, good memories, enjoying the simple things and the pleasures and the luxuries in your life. I feel like this is saying you have a very good outcome here. Just stay consistent. So I hope that this reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. So for those of you guys who choose number 3, this is your card with the birds on it. We're gonna go ahead and see what your blockage is, and we're gonna look and see how we can help you clear this blockage. So I mentioned this to the other people I was doing readings for, but try and see a blockage as an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to live your best life, an opportunity to learn something new. I find it so interesting that a lot of these cards are coming out reverse, because reversals usually have to do with blockages and delays. And as you can see, my card deck is mostly upright here, so I think that's really interesting. So anyways, so I feel like your blockage here might be something that's more subconscious, or might be a mindset, okay? Some of you guys who are here have a perception that, like, there's people here in life who have good fortune, and then there's people who don't. And it's like you might put yourself in that category of someone who, like, isn't privileged or wasn't born with the silver spoon in your mouth. And it's like almost like maybe you make excuses for why you're in a certain situation, or the past has had a strong effect on you, and you see yourself as a product of the past, or just maybe as the way that society labels you, because sometimes society tells you that if you look like this, or you come from this place, or if you went here, or you did this or that, then you're not worthy. And I feel like you are worthy. I mean, this is the truth. You are worthy. Abundance is your birthright. You're here for a reason. And there are so many opportunities all around you. But life has kind of got you down, and you might be in this place where you're seeing the glass half full. Now, maybe this is something very subconscious, because I feel like a lot of you guys who are here are very kind, very nice, just great energy, wonderful personalities. This might be something people don't know about you, because you might put an optimistic face on when you're around people, but deep down there's a part of you that's still, maybe you feel like you're struggling in life, or you feel like there's not good fortune around you, or maybe you just feel like it's all random, and sometimes the universe gives you something good, sometimes it gives you bad. So this is talking about empowering yourself to realize that you are the master creator of your life, and you can create anything you want. We're always creating through our thoughts, through our feelings, through our actions, through our perceptions, through our intentions. So this is really talking about doing subconscious work, okay? Something that can help you clear this blockage is affirmations, repeated messages, doing exercises that will help you to tap into your power. So one of these exercises that will really help you, if you like to journal or write things down, is to write down all of the different successes that you've had in your life. Like, write down the things that you've done, the things that have happened to you, like a celebration of the success you've had in your life so far. Write that down, the things that you're proud of, your accomplishments. That'll help you kind of feel really good and tap into what you've already accomplished. And your worth is not in your accomplishment. Your worth is not in what you've done, okay? But I think that's something that can definitely help you. I also see maybe trying another journal exercise where you write down all the things that you love about yourself and really tapping into self-love, tapping into that vibration of feeling confident in yourself and in your own skin. If you don't like to write in a journal, you can always write a note in your phone, or you can just close your eyes and spend a second thinking about it in your head and really feeling that energy and manifesting it. I think affirmations help. I'm gonna create some soon for this channel, so stay tuned. I just got some new recording equipment, really excited about that. But affirmations can help. For now, I love Jason Stevenson's channel here on YouTube for affirmations. They're amazing. I think just repeating kind things to yourself will really help you, and that's something I noticed. I used to have really horrible low self-esteem, and it was like intense. No one would know it because I always covered it up by acting like I was super confident, but the truth was I had horrible self-esteem, and the affirmations helped me to start telling myself, like, no, I don't want to believe that horrible thing about me. I want to believe that I am worthy, I am beautiful, I am confident, I am strong, I want to believe that. So you get to choose what you want to believe. And when you realize that, that's the craziest thing ever, because here's the thing. Your thoughts and beliefs are really shaped mostly from ages 0 to 8. So from when you're born until 8 years old, your mind is really like a sponge, soaking in everything around you. So if you had parents or family that weren't very confident or that were hard on themselves, a lot of people are, you can't really blame them. Or if you were seeing things on TV or hearing messages from society, or if anybody bullied you, a lot of us have been bullied in school when we were younger. All of that goes into your brain, and you just get this message growing up that you're not worthy. And so there's a certain point where you have to take control, and you have to realize, I am responsible for programming my own brain and my own mind for success. Your brain is like a computer. It's literally, it downloaded a program and a software when you were younger, and you're at this point where you've got viruses and it's telling you this and this and this. And so it's time to clear that junk out. So meditation definitely helps. You can do meditations that will help you with feeling confident, feeling attractive, feeling like you're a good person, feeling like you have gifts and talents and that you're here for a reason. Meditations are great. Affirmations, though, it's really cheesy sometimes when you do affirmations, and when you first start them, you're just like, wow, am I having a quarter life or a midlife crisis here? But it really does help. And you know what? Music can also help. If there is music or any songs that make you feel powerful and make you feel confident, and the message is really positive, and you're singing along and you're repeating that can be really, really helpful too if you're just not into affirmations and you want to just do music. So make yourself a positive playlist that's reminding you how amazing you are, that you're abundant, that you're free, okay? And just know that a lot of us are working on this right now, on the mindset. It really is all about the mindset. You see stuff about that all over the internet, all over YouTube. Law of attraction, heal your mindset. Simplest way, honestly, is affirmations and meditation, of course. Okay, so for you, it's more of a mindset thing, that will help you clear this blockage. And when you change the way that you see yourself and the way that you feel about yourself, the way that others react to you, the way that the world reacts to you changes. As within, so without. As above, so below. So when you are able to be in your power and more confident, feeling better about yourself, you've got better messages, better programming in your brain, your whole life, your whole world will change. I'm definitely living proof of that, because I had a lot of darkness going on in my mind, a lot of limited negative beliefs. When I changed those and I reprogrammed my subconscious, My entire life changed. You know, I had more abundance, more money, more work, more job opportunities. I was living in a better place. I was looking better, feeling better, connecting with people that were nicer and kinder to me, receiving more opportunities, enjoying my life more, feeling more relaxed, less stress. So it really is all about your perception. You know, you can be living in heaven or be living in hell on here on earth, depending on your perception. Okay, so I want to be clear that there's a space here for emotions too. If you are really upset because something happened, by all means, cry, get angry, scream into a pillow, like curse. You know, it's okay to have genuine emotions, but just don't dwell in those places too long. You know, if somebody in your life has passed away, of course, go through the grieving process. If you need to get depressed and just kind of take a step back from life for a while, and that if that goes on for 6 months, a year, however long, then that is totally okay. And that's part of your path. That's part of a healing process. That'll transform you. And that is totally understandable. That's a normal reaction to have. Okay, but you know, at a certain point, you know, you have to take control of your life again, and you have to, you know, get yourself back on that good vibration, you know, and that happens naturally for everyone in the time that's right for them. You can consciously choose how you're going to feel, how you're going to be if someone passes away or something happens. I'm not telling you to choose to be happy or, you know, say affirmations so you don't think about it and don't cry. No. This is just something to add into your routine, something to work on over time. It takes time, you know, to plant these new seeds in your mind. And, you know, it's something that you can kind of ebb and flow with. You know, it's about balance, allowing yourself to feel your genuine emotions, allowing yourself to detox certain emotions through you and release them in a healthy way, and then also allowing yourself to reprogram yourself to go more towards the positive and to think more about the good things about yourself, you know? So what is your outcome if you're able to do a little bit of this reprogramming? You actually chose the outcome. This is your outcome card. And it is actually the 3 of Cups. And so if you're able to do this, this is talking about you definitely, like we just talked about, attracting new energy into your life. This is a message that you are going to find yourself in the company of amazing friends, creating memories, being with people you have a strong connection with, feeling like yourself. This is also talking about like true love coming in your life, because when you find that true love for yourself, that mirrors to the outside world and you attract that back to you. So basically you're just attracting a better reality and you have a lot of freedom. I feel like birds are a huge symbol of freedom. I used to have a couple birds and they are just so free and they're so happy and they just really enjoy life and they live the good, simple life, you know? They're just eating, pooping, napping, chilling, playing, having fun. And it's like, you're just gonna like have this life that's like a lot less complicated. You know, your perception will change and your reality will shift through this. So I hope that this reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Let me know what you guys think below. I love hearing your feedback and if this helps you, and I love hearing about what's going on in your life. And I want to thank you once again for coming to my channel and for watching this video. Peace out.